My name is Axel, and I'm 26 years old. I'm going to tell you about a weird incident that happened with me a month ago. I almost came close to losing my job because of my stupidity. I hope you all learn something from my story and be cautious when texting your boss. If you're confused, don't worry. I'm diving into the story now to make it clear. I work for an IT firm, and my boss is a lady named Natalia. She's like, 10 years older than me. And I've always seen her only as my boss. Nothing more. And well, it wasn't like she was fawning over me or anything. We had a good professional relationship. Now let me tell you about Averly. She's my girlfriend, and also my colleague at work. Actually, I first met her through my work only. But office romance was prohibited in our firm, so we couldn't make our relationship public. We used to meet each other in secret and mostly talked through texts. It was going good for us. No one had caught us in so long. One day, while I was working on a file, I got a text from Averly. "Axel, I'm bored. Please talk to me." I replied, "Can't. Sorry, I'm working right now." Well, as soon as I sent this text, I got a call from my boss. She wanted me to send her an email with some scanned files. Meanwhile, Avery texted me again. "Okay, fine. At least send me some pics of yours." I shook my head and went ahead to send her some pics from my gallery. I received a text from my boss at the same time to hurry up, and in all the madness, I accidentally sent my pictures to my boss. I didn't know it at the time, but a second later, I got Averly's message. "Axel, why are you sending me these files?" She also added some confusion emojis. All the color drained from my face, and I realized what I'd done. I quickly opened the message thread with my boss and saw that I had sent her some very inappropriate pics, and that she had seen them all. It was too late now. I couldn't even delete them. Seconds later, I get a call from my boss. I gulped, having a pretty good idea what this was all about. She asked me to come over to her office. I went to her office, cursing my luck the whole time. How could I be so stupid? She was definitely going to fire me. So I stood before her, and she looked at me with a cool gaze. It was going to come any time now. "Axel," she suddenly smiled, "I've been impressed by your work these past weeks. You're looking like a strong leader, and it's my pleasure to announce that you've been promoted team lead for our new project." "What?" I exclaimed. "Is this a prank?" "I'm really sorry if those photos offended you. Don't talk about the photos right now," she cut me off. "If anybody at the office hears about it, then we'll be in big trouble. Let's go for dinner together tonight and talk about it." I nodded in confusion. What was going on? How come she wasn't firing me, and why did she want to have a freaking dinner with me? Natalia and I went to a very expensive restaurant for dinner. "If you had feelings for me, then you should have told me directly," she said. "Receiving those photos all of a sudden just took me by surprise." "Oh my God, what?" She thought I liked her? Before I could speak, she continued, "I'll be honest here. I've kind of always liked you too, but I thought that you would reject me. But those photos today removed all doubts." She smiled. "Should we start dating? We have to keep it a secret, of course, but I'm sure we can figure something out. And, oh, by the way, I hope you're happy with your promotion. I'm not going to lie, we need to keep things under wraps here. But don't misunderstand me. You're a blessing to me, as I don't have time for dating or anything." The way she said everything, I couldn't even deny her. I was speechless. I wanted to clear the air, but I was doubtful that she would fire me if she found out the truth. She took my silence as a yes, and we left after that. The next day, I couldn't face Averly because of the guilt that was weighing on me. What could I do? I was practically cheating on her with the boss. She asked me multiple times what was wrong and why I was so distant, but I couldn't give her an answer. By the end of the day, I was so depressed. My life had become a mess overnight, and I didn't know what to do about it. I couldn't sleep at night. I was doing wrong with both Natalia and Averly. I made up my mind the next day. I went to Natalia's office and told her I sent those pictures by accident, and they weren't meant for her. She was shocked. "What do you mean?" "They were meant for Averly. I sent them to you accidentally, and then you jumped to the wrong conclusion. I wanted to tell you the truth that day, but I was so afraid of getting fired." "Averly?" she asked. "You're dating her? You know that's against office policies." I just nodded. I knew I was going to lose my job either way. "But good thing you accepted your mistake and told me the truth before things went too far between us," Natalia said, shocking me. I looked up to see her smiling. "You could have just led me on for the promotion, but you decided to be honest, and it really means a lot to me," she explained. "I'll be okay. I'll get over you sooner or later. But make sure to be careful about your relationship with Averly. If it gets out, I can't help you again. Good luck." And, well, what can I say? Natalia and I still laugh over the whole incident, and we're very good friends now. I'm just glad that I told her the truth when I did, otherwise I would have landed myself in a deep mess.